Hey everyone, Tony George, a big Friday update. March Madness surrounds us here, and we got an update for you today. First of all, those of you that follow me on Twitter at TGeorgeSports or over on Facebook, if you're not a Twitter guy or gal, just Tony George Sports, just type that in the search bar. Podcast today with Doug Upstone. We're talking random thoughts and betting strategies that you need to look out for March Madness. We're going to touch. Doug spends a ton of time in these spring training camps down in the Phoenix area. Goes to a ton of games. Texts me from the games all the time. Texted me the other night, about 7 o'clock at night saying KC was up 12-0 and making Dylan Cease look like a joker. And I told him I was still going to manage my expectations on the Royals for the year. But nonetheless, he's going to give us his insights into what he's seen that's raised his eyebrows in spring training, in Major League Baseball, Boys of Summer, right around the corner. And then we're going to touch on the Players Championship in the PGA down in TPC Sawgrass down in Jacksonville today. And that'll be live on Twitter and Facebook at 2:30 Central. And then it'll be archived there. So if you're working or miss it, you can watch it later. Got over 50 years of experience talking to you about how to bet March Madness. I also did a March Madness Sports Betting 101 video yesterday, right here on this YouTube channel. Both in the NIT and NCAA tournament. Things I've used over the years that have helped me win a ton of money in the postseason in college basketball. Okay, that's the update. Oh, one more just note. 7-unit top play today in college basketball. Total mismatch. Weak line. Passes the eye test. Passes the stat test. Passes the head-to-head test. Come on, it's on a 3-pack. Doc Sports. Don't forget, we give you a free $60. Link in the description below if you've never been a member of Docs. You get the package for free. Daily packages are $30. It's not even a bar tab. Come on. We'll give you an update here in just a minute. Did not have a good day in the NBA yesterday, not avoiding that. Had Golden State last night for a top play, and they never showed up. So, but we're going to make it up today, big time. Not afraid to pull the trigger. Let's talk Big 12 basketball. Now, as a matter of fact, let's just randomly run down some lines for the afternoon games, just for craps and giggles. You're having fun. You're watching the sports handicap video. Purdue 6.5 over Rutgers. Don't want anything to do with that. I think Middle Tennessee might give FAU a game. FAU 28-3. Okay. Bama 7.5 over Mississippi State. Don't know. Ohio State running through the Big Ten tournament. Isn't that unbelievable? Coming up against Michigan State today, -4.5. That might be an underdog play. Tennessee taking on Missouri. When is Rick Barnes going to screw it up? Because they're playing well right now. But Rick Barnes, big game coach, they might get by Mizzou. Mizzou went in there and pounded them in Knoxville this season, the regular season. Toledo, Ohio, and that I got a premium play in that game. Rick Pitino's team, 25-7, laying 13.5 over Niagara. Oh, Iona, the Gales. Yeah. Marquette and UConn. UConn favored 3.5 over number 1 seed Marquette. Marquette needed a miracle to win yesterday. Oh, my goodness. Northwestern, Penn State. There's another one in the Big Ten. Northwestern 1.5 over Penn State. Kansas, let's talk about it. Yesterday we kind of gave a lead on Kansas. I just kind of randomly told you there's a lot at stake for Kansas. Sometimes you worry about a team's motivation. They've already got a number 1 seed wrapped up. Well, if they win this tournament, they're going to have the number 1 overall seed wrapped up, according to Joe Lunardi. They're taking on Iowa State today, and we talked about Kansas's home court advantage there. Somebody brought up, well, yeah, but that's Kansas City, Missouri. Well, this is a half hour from campus, this game. Doesn't make a difference. Kansas, Missouri is divided by a river. Like Omaha and Council Bluffs. But nonetheless, so that's Iowa, Nebraska. But that being said, Iowa State travels as well as anybody in this tournament. I've been going to that tournament for 13 or 14 straight years. Probably been to that tournament 20 times. I was going to that tournament. I'm so old, I was going to the tournament in Kansas City when it was a Big 8 tournament. And Danny Nee was coaching Nebraska. Just so you know. We won it one year with Bo Reed, our star player, Eric Strickland. We beat Oklahoma State. And I believe Mo Iba was coaching them. That's how far I go back. But nonetheless, Iowa State, other than Kansas, because it's right in Kansas' backyard, travels better than anybody else in the conference to that. It'll be a partisan KU crowd, but Iowa State's going to show up, and they took care. I had them yesterday as a premium play, and they beat Baylor outright, and I took the 4.5. That being said, Bill Self's out. Now, when I talked about that game with West Virginia yesterday, I did not know that Bill Self was in the hospital. He's not going to coach in this tournament. Don't know the status. I have a few friends. I think he might have had a procedure done, maybe put a stent in. That's kind of the rumor. I don't know, so I'm not going to speculate, but he's taking it easy till he gets to March Madness tournament, the NCAA tournament. His two assistant head coaches both have had Division I head coaching jobs. They've been with him for a long time. I don't think they're going to miss a beat, but boy, Iowa State might give them a game. Nothing comes easy. Let's talk about the TCU Texas game. Last night, TCU, the current line is Texas minus 2.5, total 147. 147.5 now. Texas 2.5. Now, TCU put up 80 yesterday. What's concerning about them is they only put up 60 against Oklahoma, and you saw how bad Oklahoma was in the tournament against Oklahoma State in round one. Last time these two played, 75-73 game on March 1st. That was 9 days ago, which was a total of 145. Texas, in their last two games, held Oklahoma State to 47 and Kansas to 59. They also held Iowa State to 54. West Virginia, 60. Now these two have played head-to-head twice, and the last game went under. The total was 149. They made a 2-point adjustment, 149.5 down to 147.5. But Texas, the way they win this game, in my opinion, is play defense. Slow it down. Match up on Miles outside, because Miles is a stud. Now, we had a little bit of scare last night if you're a TCU fan, because Miles went down and grabbed that, looked like he hyperextended that knee that he was out with for a couple weeks. But he got back in the game. He didn't look like he was totally 100%. That's a concern if he's gimpy on that knee for TCU, because he makes them go big time. I'm going to play the under 147.5 in the Texas TCU game in the Big 12 semis tonight for your free play. Over at DocSports.com today, 7-unit college basketball top pick on a 3-pack. Get on it. We've only had one losing day in March Madness in these tourneys, this tourney action, and it was yesterday. We went 1-2. We had a 5-unit top play earlier this week, and we're going to hit a 7-unit tonight. We got 2 others, MAC action and small conference action, as well as this top pick. In the NBA, we had a 7-unit play last night on Golden State. Memphis without Ja Morant. Golden State sucks on the road. They're one of the worst road teams in the NBA, but I thought this was an opportunity for them, dropping 2 straight since Curry been back, to really get going and get up on these guys. And Memphis had been a little bit inconsistent without Morant, a lot inconsistent without Morant. and they went off for 131 points last night. We got our rear end handed to us. I tell it like it is. We're on a great roll in the NBA, and we hit that one last night. Don't know about the NBA card tonight. Still working on it. NHL, we're going to take a pass. Won another one last night. 19-9 run in the NHL, plus 3,945 to the good. Be looking for NHL picks over the weekend. PGA, head-to-head. TPC Sawgrass Players Championship. Got a head-to-head for you today. It's right over there at DocSports.com. It's a 4-unit pick. Enjoy Turning Madness today. Let's get it done big time tonight. Thanks for tuning in.